Hello, everyone, Randy here again, and we are playing Farming Simulator 15 on Oklahoma. Yes, folks, we're playing on Oklahoma again, having some issues with my internet here, so another double Oklahoma episodes, 2 episodes in a row here. And we are heading out to Field 7 here. We're going to bale up the straw we were working on there last episode. Since last episode, folks, I have finished up Field 7. There was just a little bit left there when we finished recording their last episode. I think the combines made it around the field maybe one more time, something like that, and they were done, so got that all wrapped up. I should probably actually double check and make sure the trucks are empty. I did not do that. Actually, I don't see any. Oh, there's the trucks. Okay. I think the trucks are there anyway. I see the combines, and I see the tractors. Oh, yes, there the trucks are. They're hiding behind the combines there. I thought so. Okay, perfect. And we're bringing up the baler here. Okay, so we got one tractor that's in the way. Let's double check these trucks here. I forgot to check that when I was finished there last time, folks, see if they're empty. That one is definitely not empty. So you can drive the course. Actually, what exactly are you doing? Because you are coming back to the field, it looks like. Right? Yes, he's coming back. Why is he coming back full? Something I don't even want to know. Oh, well. Looks like the truck in front of us is full as well. Let's just get this one out of the way. Okay, and you can drive course. I don't know if he will go or not. Oh, we'll tell him to drive now. Okay, and we can start baling on Field 7 here. Actually, you know what? Maybe before we start baling, folks, let's actually get the combines going on Field 8 here. Let's get that started. Looks like soybeans on the field here from the looks of it. Let's just see if the map says the same thing. Let's see. Purple. Yes, that looks like that is soybeans. Also got soybeans on Field 50. Don't know if I have enough money or not, folks, but it might be worth looking into. See if we can maybe purchase Field 50 as well. That is a fairly nice sized field there. Actually, quite a large field there. And you can see field, I believe that's Field 6 in front of us here. Is that actually completely ripe now? Oh, it is. Okay. That's something else we can start on here as well. Okay, auto combine should be all set up here already, so we can just hire them and good to go. I guess I probably should have had this case combine first. Based on the tab order here, folks, for the group switcher, it does work quite nice if they are actually in order. Okay, not sure. Oh, did I get too close to him? Is that really why he stopped? Really? Okay, cool. I guess. Anyway, folks, let's get this one going. There we go. And then we just need to record a quick grain cart course for this field. Shouldn't take too long. And finally, the last combine. I will have to say one thing about auto combine, folks. The setup is, in some ways, a little bit quicker. Just, drive up to the field, hit hire, and you're good to go. This is probably, for those of you, I know there's several of you out there that do not like courseplay, find it too complicated or whatever. For those of you that find courseplay a little too intimidating maybe to start with auto combine. It is much easier, especially when you're setting up multiple combines like this. Just drive up to the field, hire them, good to go. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say good to go, folks. You should probably check the options down here. You know, make sure he's going to turn the right way. I would definitely suggest you turn the distance keeper on when using multiple combines. You're going to want it in auto mode. Normal mode, folks, is just a normal farming simulator hired worker. It's like turning auto combine off. In auto mode, that's actually auto combines on. Somebody did suggest trying the up and down mode. I don't know how that would work, folks, because I don't think that the combines would skip a lane. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think they would. Someone can let me know if I'm wrong on that. But the reason I'm using, obviously, around and around the field mode, folks, is so they go around and they don't have to turn. You know, get to the end of the field and they got to turn to the next lane. I don't think auto combine will turn to the proper lane. I could be wrong on that, folks. Maybe it does. But maybe we'll have to try that out sometime, see if it actually does. Okay, do we have a truck here? We do not have any trucks here. Bummer. Makes it kind of hard to record a course if we don't have any trucks. So in order to put the grain cart. And we'll have to get this one lined back up here, I guess. Okay, drive course. And I'm actually going to show the line on this one so I can see where I started. Like I started way over here. Actually, I wonder, folks, do we want to start from the opposite end? That might be better. Otherwise, we're going to have to cross behind and in front of the trucks. That might not be such a good idea. Let's start from the opposite way. Well, actually, I can just turn that off then because that's going to be a no benefit. And like I said before, folks, I like to start way out like this. It seems like with courseplay, it likes to skip the first point or two. So it's probably going to skip this one. It's actually not going to drive to this marker. I think it drives to this one, either that or the next one. Yeah, it could be that one right there. That's why I like to start way out like that. That way you know, or should know, hopefully, that courseplay will do what it's supposed to and not get in the way. Okay, we're going to drive up here, set a waiting point, and then simply drive back on the field. Okay, stop, save, field 8. And drive the course. I wonder if we should maybe replace this case magnet, folks. He was pretty derpy there on field 7. Field 8 being a little bit bigger, this might work a little bit better. And of course, when I say field 8's bigger, it is bigger. Not that field 7 was exactly small either. Field 7 actually was a pretty big field here too. Okay, unload that course. Load that one and drive course. And there should be one more. There he is. That reminds me of the pipe going out. Double check that on the Magna. Make sure his pipe was out as well. For some reason, courseplay will not put the pipe out on these grain carts. So I need to make sure you do that before you start them. Okay, it's actually going to drive the course, isn't it? I think that's a question I asked you folks. I don't think anybody had a response to that one or commented back with an answer. Why does courseplay sometimes start the course and actually think it has to drive the course like the John Deere 8370 is doing right now? Actually, I think the Magnum's doing it too. And other times, like the first 8370 we started there, this is going to be interesting. Oh, yes, head on. The first 8370 there we started, folks, took right off to the combine. Why does sometimes I think it has to drive the course, and other times, oh, wait, I'll just go unload the combine like I'm supposed to. But other times, oh, no, it's got to go drive the course. Like I said, that's what the Case Magnum here is doing, too. Oh, no, it's actually going to drive behind the combine now. Okay. Might have been close enough to the stop point there, actually. And I know somebody commented, ooh, what do we got going on here now? This Case Combine doesn't look like he's doing what he's supposed to. Oh, that's why. That is exactly what I was thinking was going to happen, folks, when you have it in this mode. I don't know why. Maybe I accidentally left him in this mode. But when he's in this mode, he's going to try and go where this Case Combine is going. He's not... I don't think Auto Combine is smart enough, folks, to actually skip, and it'd have to actually go over here somewhere, up past the other John Deere. Now, hopefully that Case Combine will stay there. And I'm just going to cut in front of him here and do a little harvest work myself a moment. Oh, and what I was saying there too, folks, make sure the turn mode is right. He was wanting to turn to, I guess that's considered turn to the left? It says turn to the right. It looks like left to me, folks, but I guess he considers that turn to the right. Okay, there we go. Now, Case Magnum is slipping. Where is the Case Magnum? Yes, folks. He is being derpy on the header again. Same thing that was happening last time. Now, you can go over here and manually set the offset. Again, like I said, folks, I don't like to set that. I like to leave it where it's automatically set to. Again, with multiple combines, I've found that to work the best. And typically that works, but in this case, it doesn't seem to be. I don't know why. Okay, so much for getting into the Baling here episode. I was hoping this would be a quick setup here and we'd be back in business, but taking some time here to get these combines sorted out. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we are good now. I know somebody suggested what I should do. Start one combine, wait till it got to one corner of the field, and then basically start the next combine, wait till it, each combine advances to the next corner, so to speak. And then, start the next combine. So, basically, once the combine reaches a corner, start another one, repeat the process. Hopefully, thereby keeping the combines away from each other. I basically replied back saying, yes, you could do that. But in my experience, folks, based on the way courseplay handles the unloading, at some point, the combines are all going to group together, and there's not much you can do about it. So, you might as well just start them grouped together and deal with it. At least that's been my experience. Okay, let's actually just remove the assignment. It's actually probably stuck on that Magnum here. The courseplay is half the problem here as well, folks. It's telling the combine to stop. So the combine is stopping. If the combine would keep moving, folks, it would be all right. But no, because courseplay is telling the combine to stop. It's causing issues. Not entirely sure what he's doing. It doesn't look good, that's for sure. Okay, let's hopefully they got themselves sorted out here for the moment. I want to set up a quick courseplay course for this, folks. Hopefully we can do that. Field edge path number 7. Actually, I had one set up. Did I save it? I don't think I did. So field edge path number 7. We're going to go with 10 meters. Or no, 10 and a half actually. Starting corner was southeast. And we're going north. No headland. Generate course, save it. Field 7, 10.5 meter. Might as well call it a merger. It's not technically a rake. At least I don't think you'd call this style a rake. Okay, and then I'm going to go off to the offsets here. Lane offset, we are going to offset you to... Or do I want to do a tool offset? I don't know that it matters, folks, if we do a lane offset or a tool offset. Let's do a lane offset, I guess. And we're going to go to the right 0.3 meters. I believe that's what we had GPS set up to. Great. I can't really... Yes, plus 0.3 meters. 10 and a half. Okay. Hopefully this will work. We'll find out. Looking good so far. Looks like I set my GPS up correctly. Like I said, folks, I tried to set up the GPS so I could simply set up courseplay and have it take over at any point if I wanted to. And looks like I have achieved that purpose. Okay, then we're going to set GPS at 21. Trying to get it to actually 21. There we go. Takes a couple tries, but usually you can get it. Oh, we need to unfold it. Oh, it's not unfolded. Okay. Looks like we got one... No, I guess it's a started straw bale in there already. Oh, looks like we're making the straw bales pretty quick here. Yeah, being 21 meter wide windrows, folks, there should be quite a bit of material here. And like I was mentioning there last episode, folks, actually making windrows this large in Farming Simulator is probably quite impractical. I'm sure we are probably losing material. But given the fact that it's straw, folks, I don't really care. I don't know if we'll even bale the entire field. Like I was saying, folks, 2 trailer loads, one trip should be sufficient for the bales. I don't think we'll need any more than that, at least for the moment. We'll probably actually have that by the time we get up to the top of the field and back again from the looks of it. Oh, I think we got one combine that's stopped over there yet. Is that the case Magnum again? It looks like it is. Here again, folks, like I was saying, courseplay is telling the combine to stop. If the combine would keep moving, it would be fine, but it's telling it to stop. And that's what's causing the issue there. And you are doing circles. Gonna be another derpy courseplay episode again from the looks of it, folks. Actually, folks, I should say it goes both ways. The tractor tells the combine to stop, and the combine tells the tractor to stop. So it can go one of both ways on that. So either one of them telling each other to stop is what's screwing us up here. I don't know where you're going either, but we're just going to remove your assignment because... Actually, the combine is full. From the looks of it, isn't. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, wrong button. It's going to restart the GPS there next, and then hit disconnect. Now, folks, the moment of truth. Have I done my math correctly so that when I line up here, it'll actually work? Ooh, it looks like it might, folks. It looks like it might. Hopefully the merger's actually working yet as well. Again, folks, like I said, we only need like maybe a trailer or two of bales here. So if it doesn't, I'm not going to worry about it. More of a proof of concept here, just to see if we can actually get it to work this way or not. And looks like yes, we can indeed. The idea behind this, folks, is we should be creating approximately 1 meter wide windrows. You know, being the game here, folks, I can't really tell if they are. Actually, they look like they're, considering the size of this tractor, folks, they are wider than 1 meter. Pretty sure that distance between these tires, I don't actually know what it is exactly, but pretty sure that's wider than a meter. So these actually are quite wide windrows, but that is what I'm going for, folks, is approximately, it's actually going to be a little bit wide. It's going to be like 1.2, I think. 1.2 meter wide windrows. To 28 bales already. Wow, that's quite a few. Okay, let's take care of this 8370 here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Yes, getting a mess again. I suspect maybe he just finished emptying the John Deere 690 here and was trying to get out of the way of the case combine, maybe. Not really sure. Also, I didn't check, folks. How much oats did we get off that? 330,000. Not really that much, really. Oh, that one truck there talked about being right on the rear end. Anyway, folks, we'll see if we can read a couple comments here. Like I mentioned, having some issues with the internet there, so today's, well, actually, when you folks watch this video, hopefully it'll be yesterday's videos. Haven't been uploaded yet, but hopefully they will be here shortly. Billy was saying, can you please do a shout out to my channel? So Billy, shout out to Billy's channel there. Billy Boomer. The Roblox Master was saying on the landscaping video there, Plan B made me laugh. Yes, folks, gotta always have a Plan B. Wyatt was saying you should come where I live. We have huge tractors. Oh, don't worry, folks. We have huge tractors where I live, too. Taterhead was asking, do you know how to convert an FS13 map to FS15? No, I do not, folks. I do not do much with the modding. About the most I do, folks, is, change prices, capacities. I have fixed the inverted cameras on some vehicles. I have not fixed that one truck we have yet. I really should do that sometime. Just have not gotten around to it. Don't use it that often, so that's probably why I've not fixed the camera on it, folks, but should fix that. I have added soil mod and fruit types to maps before. Again, not that hard. but I've not done any map conversions, nor have I created any necessarily original mods. So and out of curiosity, folks, we should probably look at one of these bales just to see what the bale mod says they are. They're actually normal straw, or it's some sort of oat bale. Oh, there we go. Getting a little worried there for a moment, folks. Like, okay, it's not telling me. It's a straw bale. Just says plain straw. Okay. I noticed the baler's not telling me what it's picking up either. I know sometimes, folks, when you do like the multi-fruit crops like this, it'll like say oat windrow or something. It's just showing a straw symbol, so I guess that's a good thing. Anyway, folks, let's actually get you going on courseplay here, and we'll start picking up these bales. 21 meters, field 7. Starting in the north. No, southeast, right? Southeast, yes. And going north. Should be field work mode, right? Yes. And like I said, folks, if I set this up properly, we should see this right down the center line. Ooh, it's a little offset. Not quite where I wanted to see it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that's definitely not going to be very... are you set on something else? Oh, yes, you are. Okay. That is why. I was going to say, he's really off there. Shouldn't be that far off. Let's zero that back out. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, he's off by a little bit. Looks like it's good enough. It'll work yet. What I probably need to do, folks, is actually on the merger there, give him a little bit bigger offset, because I think it's pushing this windrow off to our right just a little bit too far. The one problem with auto combine here, folks, in courseplay, it keeps getting stuck in the corners. Okay, let's throw some duals on this, because why not? I know I do get a lot of comments, folks, from those complaining about me turning the duals on all the time, but that is simply what we see in real life, at least where I live, folks. Very, very common to see tractors with duals on. So, and just given my personal preference, I kind of think they look better that way. At least when you see this style, folks. This style of tractor with the tires. You got the row crop tires. I think they look pretty good with the duals on myself. Okay, where are our wagons, I wonder? I was thinking they were over here. Guess they're not. Did I drive past them somewhere and miss them? Give me a couple of Fleagle trail. Oh, they're up there. Okay. Not sure why I got them up there for, but okay, we'll have to drive up there and get them then, I guess. I guess I could have kept going that way. Oh well. One thing I will have to say about the duals, folks, I have seen some of the European farming videos, and I would say it's very rare. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen it where in the European farming videos, folks, where they've used duals on their tractors. Seems like they typically have the wider flotation tires. However, like I was saying, folks, at least where I live, very, very common to see the duals. You got the row crop size tires with the duals on the rear, and sometimes even on the front. And of course, if you get the larger articulated tractors, folks, almost always see duals on those. In fact, I don't know that I've ever seen one without. Well, I have seen it without duals, folks, but not working in the field without. Probably one reason, folks, why I don't use the in-game New Holland that often. It just looks weird to me with the fact that it only has... And we'll just drive through the fence here, I guess. Like I said, I don't know if there's actually a gate for this pasture here at all, but... Actually, you know what? It's probably open over here, isn't it? Okay, that's what it is. Uh-oh, 7310 is slipping. That's not good. Why would the 7310 be slipping, folks? He should just be on the field baling hay. It shouldn't be that complicated. And I will have to say, folks, too, about the duals, keeping on the topic of the duals here. Not sure how we exactly got on that, but keeping on that topic, I do get a little bit amused by some of your folks' comments saying, well, a farmer would never use duals for something like that. The only thing I can assume, folks, is you're obviously not a farmer, because I have seen farmers use duals. Typically what happens, folks, with the duals, once a farmer puts them on, they don't take them off. So typically, if they're using a tractor that has just duals on it, they'll use it for anything. They're not just going to take the duals off. Oh, okay, I'm going to go bale. Well, I need to take my duals off. No, they typically leave them on. Are they needed? Maybe not. But are they going to get used? Yep. Okay. Interesting. Seems like they've sorted out their slipping issues. Not sure what was up with that. Okay, looks like the combines have made it around the field once already, or at least a couple of them have anyway. Oh, judging by, I don't know if folks can see the crops over there. Can't quite see the combine, it's not drawn in, but you can see where it's harvesting apparently. That's kind of weird. Anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode with that. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.